GTA Online has been out for almost 10 years now. It's spanned 3 different console generations and it's been added to 7 individual gaming systems right now, and it's impressive because this game still has an extremely active player base after all this time. And in my opinion, the biggest factor that contributes to this game's replayability and player count is its consistent updates that it receives. It gets them biannually right now. Initially, they were smaller DLC updates that release monthly, then Rockstar moved to larger quarterly ones, and now we have what Rockstar calls quote-unquote massive updates with the Drug Wars DLC twice a year typically, and it's been that way for about 5 years. But for a large group of players, that time may finally be coming to an end. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I don't want to scare you too much with this intro, but we do have some really bad news for GTA Online updates and GTA Online players that I want to discuss. This is due to the latest generation of consoles starting to sell really well, and we received some official insider news about what impact this will have on Rockstar development plans and basically what shift in strategy they will be adopting moving forward. This is also a video I definitely wanted to preface and give some context to before we got into the meat of today's show. I know time is of the essence nowadays, so thank you for your patience and your continued support on what I do. As we get into things, if you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, then let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything GTA Online and Rockstar games, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So jumping in, our first piece of information is a statement coming from Rockstar Games insider and enthusiast TezFun2, who discussed the future of GTA Online, as well as some potential bad news for players that could be coming as soon as this summer. He just shared on Twitter Shinobi's tweet about some of the epic sales of the PlayStation 5 video game console over the past financial quarter, with that system in general surpassing a total of over 38.5 million units sold and shipped. And according to Tez, he said the following, that Rockstar recently teased upcoming service updates for GTA Online. Not only did we get the vehicle price changes, but we have a potential laser nerf coming that was included with these service updates. However, the rapid sales of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S seem to be incentivizing Rockstar to drop support for PS4 and Xbox One this summer. This means that the upcoming updates and new patches for GTA Online may only be released on the new generation of consoles, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and then of course PC as well. Now there is no confirmation on this officially from Rockstar yet, but it's highly likely that they will stop supporting the last gen consoles soon. We know it's coming at some point, but just how soon is the more important question to be asking here. It's not a matter of if, but when. The game is super bloated on older systems, which is causing them to lag and have low FPS in populated sessions. We have major crashing issues, LOD issues, etc. And with the latest generation of consoles providing more power and performance, it does make sense for Rockstar to focus on those instead. While it's understandable that fans of GTA Online on Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are going to be disappointed hearing this news, I do want to say that it is important to remember that online will still be available for these consoles. However, players just may not be receiving the newest updates and DLCs, and that it also may be time for fans to consider upgrading to the newest generation of consoles if they want to continue playing the game with all of the latest updates and changes. But that's a big problem here. This decision will impact a large portion of the Grand Theft Auto Online player base, and of course it's going to impact everyone who still plays on those older systems. These players will need to spend more money to upgrade to a newer console just to play new updates, which can be a significant financial burden, and I would say is just a significant cost for anyone, no matter how much your income level is. And for those who can't afford to upgrade, they may stop playing GTA entirely, and that means that they're going to lose a game that they love to play, and that also hurts the community as a whole overall because the community loses a player. And when it comes to my thoughts on this potential decision by Rockstar, while I do find it understandable that the game is bloated on these older systems and that the latest gen consoles are selling really well now, I don't necessarily think support for old gen will stop as soon as the summer. I think that it could happen with the winter DLC this year. However, that also makes me think that I think that this summer without an update for old gen could be too soon, despite the game being bloated. Yes, new consoles are still starting to sell really well now, but it feels like half a year is just too early still for me. But the winter DLC is always their big heavy hitter update though for the year, and in order to avoid poor microtransaction revenue for Take-Two's holiday quarter, maybe they could even push it into 2024 summer. Who knows? I don't know if the game would last that long, so I feel like if they just want to have the most amount of players for the 2023 winter update, then they could stop it as soon as the summer. although the calendar date as a whole just doesn't seem, it just seems a little bit too early for me right now. Honestly, who knows? All we have to do is just to remember that Rockstar stopped support for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 long before this time frame when the next generation of consoles were out. And if you think about it right now, current gen has been out for, I think, like what, 3.5 years now, or 3 years, which is coming closer to triple the amount of time the original GTA 5 consoles had online and DLC support from Rockstar after a newer gen released. And if I remember correctly, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 had DLCs developed for those platforms for only like 1 year after Grand Theft Auto 5 released on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And so for Xbox One and PS4, it really does seem like we're getting very close to the end of that life cycle. Regardless of the outcome though, it is important to remember for players on last-gen consoles that they need to be aware of the potential changes coming to Grand Theft Auto Online in the near future. If you're a dedicated player on PS4 or Xbox One, it is absolutely worth starting to consider how you'll handle the potential end of support for your platform. Whether that means saving up for a new console or exploring other gaming options like GTA 6, hopefully it doesn't take more than a couple more years, it's better to be prepared than to be caught off guard. And so that's why I wanted to discuss this for today's video. For now, all we can do is wait for an official announcement from Rockstar to confirm their plans for the future of GTA Online on last-gen consoles. Until then, let's just enjoy the game how it is and hope for the best possible outcome for the community as a whole. And speaking of outcomes, I think that Rockstar may not even come out with an official statement regarding this. They're going to announce the next DLC whenever they're ready, you know, a couple weeks before it actually releases in the summer like they always do. They start to tease it, and then they're going to have like a little tagline at the end saying that these updates are only going to be available on the latest gen consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and Xbox and PS4 players are gonna like freak out. Everyone's gonna freak out because Rockstar didn't give people, or I don't expect them to give players the courtesy in advance like I'm trying to do with this video. Just warning you, just to kind of get prepared here because we could see some major changes coming. But that's all I wanted to talk about here today. I would love to know your thoughts on all this down in the comment section below. Definitely bad news for old gen console players because whether it's happening as soon as this summer or we get pushed into the end of this year or even next summer, support is going to be ending soon for those platforms. But with all that said, hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online, Red Dead Online, and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we will keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video. Adios, amigos.